Eve Buchatskiy. She is from Air Slate. She is the VP of Special Projects, and she's here to talk a little bit about their value proposition and what they do. Eve, please introduce yourself.
Hi, Jeff. First of all, thank you for inviting me to be here. It's wonderful. And it's wonderful to have created this partnership with TurnKey Lender, where we provide streamlined processes for the lending folks. I am, as I said, the VP of Special Projects for Air Slate. Should I talk about the company now a little bit?
Tell us about Air Slate. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, sure. So Air Slate is a SaaS technology company that provides a suite of products for digital transformation. And in this suite of products, we have the document management system, we have an e-signature solution, and we have the workflow automation solution as well. So the way it works is we've been talking a lot about digital transformation in the recent past because of the new normal. And not a lot of companies are quite there yet in terms of being fully digitally transformed. And we understand that, and we meet them where they are in terms of that journey. So for some of our customers, they are still in the process of digitizing, going paperless. And for that, we have the document management system, PDF Filler. And then once you digitize, right, for instance, a contract, and that contract requires a signature. And you understand that once you have that contract in electronic form, you can actually use an electronic signature. Then you attach the e-signature, in our case, Sign Now, and you send to somebody that contract, and you get it back, and there's data in that contract that needs to go to places. Sometimes an ERP system for fulfillment, sometimes a CRM system, systems of records, right? So a whole workflow is created around that document. And the process of transferring data from document to systems of records and vice versa in that workflow can also be automated. And that would be kind of like the top of the journey in terms of digital transformation. And for that, we have the product Air Slate that exactly does that automation of the workflow. So that's the suite of products. And I've been with the company for a year. The company, 750 people across offices in 3 different continents. And I myself, I'm Brazilian, but I live in Boston now, where the company is headquartered. I'm a chemical engineer with a business degree. And after my school experience, I went into startups and never left.
We could talk about startups all day long. That's some excitement right there. So tell me about, what does RPA stand for? I've heard that buzzword a couple of times, or those initials, those letters.
Yeah, absolutely. RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation, which essentially means taking the repetitive tasks and automating them through the technology that's called RPA. Now, what we offer is a slightly different version of the RPA, which is a no-code RPA. Traditionally, RPA solutions require people with special skills when it comes to implementation and months. So companies that enter that journey of automating some of their complex processes and decide to go for RPA, they have to create a center of excellence and again, hire consultants and whatnot. We don't do that. We actually democratize the RPA technology to the business line owners, to the folks working at the HR department, the finance department, to the regular folks that do not have any special training, but want to automate their workflows on their day-to-day operation. And the Apple solution is such that it totally allows for the regular non-tech savvy business line owner, employee to automate their repetitive.
Fantastic. So it sounds like that these people that have not had any specific training in coding, but know where all of the bottlenecks are, where all of the gotchas are, where all of the inefficiencies are, could define how to use their system through that no-code strategy that you deploy. Would that be fair?
Yes, absolutely, that's the case. And that's why a whole no-code revolution is taking place right now by exactly giving access to these people that used to rely on IT departments for approval and implementation and maintenance. None of that is required now. First of all, it's extremely affordable. Second, it's extremely easy and intuitive to deploy. And thirdly, the ROI is immediate. It takes hours to implement, and you feel it right away, the difference between an automated workflow and a manual workflow.
Gotcha.
Not to mention the additional benefit of putting the human back to being human and interacting with other humans versus doing repetitive data entry, for example, in a computer.
Yep. I love that ability to evolve, ability to kind of offload more tasks to the technology and not being so controlling or so in the weeds from a technology perspective. I like that evolution. And, unfortunately and fortunately, COVID has kind of put us there. So it's good that we're having that ability to evolve. Sometimes we get there faster than we would like.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember right after the pandemic started, in my business school little chat group, I got this joke, which I'm sure everybody has seen it. Your company has been digitally transformed by CFO, CEO, COVID. Well, guess what? Yeah, COVID did give that extra push that was required to overcome the activation energy, just kind of like overcome that barrier and just really coast down the, what's needed for business continuity. It's not a nice to have, it's a must have now to be digitized.
Yep, that's kind of what we've experienced as well. It's unfortunate that we are where we are because of the pandemic, but it's also been a situation where we've had many conversations with traditional lenders and non-traditional lenders, and they are seeing the value of being able to deliver a loan origination experience and loan management from a digital perspective. So really meeting the customer where they are today, regardless of physical location or not, or mobile device or not, you name it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The before and after you've gone through this process of implementing technology that allows for streamlined workflow and automation, it's dramatic. The difference between before and after is dramatic.
So as VP of Special Projects, does that mean that you get to pick whatever project you want to do, or how do you spend your day?
It's never boring. It's extremely dynamic. I love it. But it's a fast-growing company. So I mean, I'm hiring 5 people just this week, right? For the most part, I spend my time in community efforts. For example, we have an academy. We actually have a course for this new lending process using the e-signature embedded into it, streamlining with TurnKey Lender. So the Academy is a project that I launched in January exactly to create this army of what we call citizen developers, the NoCode developers, the business thinkers that continue to think like, business owners, but they act like coders. So that's a major project that we launched this year, and I'm excited about. I'm also handling some of the marketing efforts around, making people know this new conversation around no code. Not everybody is aware of this revolution, so it's my job to actually make it so more people are aware that they can be automating their processes a lot faster and cheaper than ever before. So so it's exciting to be part of a company that's growing so fast. We had the best year ever in company history.
Fantastic. Congratulations. At the beginning of this year, we were able to attend an event. It was the last trade show I've been to in person, the ICBA. And we have our marketing team, who's amazing, create these T-shirts. And I've been wearing my T-shirt ever since. So you should get you a T-shirt that says NoCode Revolution and pass it out to whomever you can find on the street.
You're absolutely right. I should. Yeah, I should. I remember a couple of years ago, there was this, Bostonians, the most stylish Bostonians, right? And I was elected as the most stylish Bostonian, and they expected me to go to the studio with a cute outfit. And I went there with a T-shirt that basically said, Immigrant Nation, because I'm an immigrant and I wanted to just, talk about that. So I should now, with my new mission of, creating this army of no-code developers, I should definitely have a T-shirt like that.
Yes, that's fantastic. Very cool. So we always try to find interesting thought leaders and have them on our show and ask them lots of questions. In your experience as a thought leader, in your education, in your coming and being in America, being in Boston, what advice would you give to any individuals that were wanting to get into the technology space or into the fintech space or into the RPA space?
I would say it's never been easier to get into the tech space. A number of barriers have been taken away. The location barrier has been taken away. So one can now work out of middle of Montana on a hot startup based in Silicon Valley. As we all know, it's remote work, and I don't think that's going away. So that barrier has been taken away. The other barrier is the, I would say, credential barrier, where before you would place a lot of emphasis on diplomas. Now you place emphasis on skill set, and the skills are available for you to learn online 24/7, self-paced, and very affordable, right? Through a number of online courses and options that are out there. So that whole credential barrier has been taken away. And coupled with that is the fact that the demand has gone up tremendously for people who want to be in the tech sector. I mean, it's dominating the economy. So, and it's only going up. Unfortunately, with the pandemic, it has only gone up. So those three factors alone they just make it so much easier to get into the tech sector. It's just a matter of making that decision. Really, it's like I want to do it, and just use the number of resources out there that show the opportunities within the tech sector. Believe me, I am hiring, and it's still a struggle to find people fast enough even today with, unemployment high, it's still a struggle. So I think there's no shortage of demand for people who are hustlers and are interested in being in the technology sector.
Fantastic. Thank you for those. I really like how you broke that up and you talked about how those barriers of entry have dramatically changed. That was very important. Thank you for that. Well, our LinkedIn Live community, thank you for your time today. If you have any questions for myself, please reach out. If you have any questions for Eve, she would love to hear from you. Thank you for your time. Keep calm and lend on. Thank you.